how do you feel about open relationships?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it. I think I'm too jealous of a guy to get into that.
Yeah.
I think it's great when people are able to do it, but I'm way too jealous. My ideal is like I have someone I really like, and then we do like threesomes that are fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you conduct that though? Like no texting afterwards. You know what I mean? Like how do you have how do you find someone to have a threesome?
I think it's like you just get into a monogamous relationship, and then at a certain point you go, hey, what are we doing?
God, what a straight guy would give to look into his girlfriend's eyes and say it like that.
Hey, come on.
If my boyfriend was like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
We need a third person in here.
No, I mean, y'all do that like 5 years from now.
Okay.
Yeah. You get the babysitter, you go out and you have a fun night on the town. Call it a business trip, whatever. You know?
And then what happens if that person, I'm going to tell you a story.
Hit me.
So I know a guy that's worth millions, hundreds of millions. Okay.
Single?
Yes.
Okay.
Has 4 kids and was married to this really beautiful woman, and they were swingers.
Wow.
And they swung with one of their next door neighbors who was a billionaire.
Wow.
Probably the only guy that had more money than him that he knew.
They were swinging up.
And she swung towards that guy.
Oh, devastating.
All the way. So they were having these like swinging parties or whatever.
Yeah.
And that guy, I think he was married and had a wife, but she didn't like the guy that had hundreds of millions. She liked,
because he was poor.
She liked the guy that was her husband.
Right.
But he liked this other guy's wife too. And so he left his wife and took the other guy's wife that I know. And they're still together to this day, and it's been years. And
wow.
And so she swung completely out of that relationship. So swinging scares the shit out of me since I know of that story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
So I guess if you end up swinging, always get someone who is poor.
Yeah, swing higher.
Yeah. You swing low, and so they can't swing high.
Right. Because if you get someone that's better than you.
Yeah. You got to look for gutter rats.
Yeah.
And that way it's like, go ahead and enjoy fast food lifestyles. I think that's
That would be hard to do though, you know? I think that would be really hard for me, swinging with someone.
What do you think it is about it? Like seeing...
Well, I think in theory, it always sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Like I would be open to the idea of it, but the minute that like the guy that I'm with starts like looking at other girls and he's like, I'd fuck this girl.
Yeah.
I'd fuck this one. What about that girl? And I would realize how much he was looking at other women, and it would make me feel inferior, or that I like wasn't enough.
Right.
And then having that person come over, I don't know. I feel like this is when lighting candles would go from romantic to like, I'm just setting up a murder scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, this is just how I kill both of you.
But let me present this to you. It's like, what if you're the one that's like, hey, do you think that guy's... You get 2 guys.
I've asked.
Yeah? How'd that go?
In a theoretical situation, I asked my boyfriend, I was like, so would you be open to a threesome? And he was like, at first he was like, no, and all this stuff. And then I was like, well, what if
Yeah.
I chose another guy?
Right.
That conversation ended right then and there. Then
it got serious.
Yeah. Then he was like,
Yeah.
no, that is not how this is going to go down. And I was like, okay, well, I was just curious if we could go that way. And he was like, no.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. So shut that down really quick. So I don't think it works that way.
I
don't know.
don't know. Still time to figure it out.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah. It was awesome.
Have you had one or more?
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you find this third person?
They were friends with my friend, and they were a couple. And then so I went over there, and it was very bro-y. Like we played like Super Smash Brothers. Like we were playing video games the whole time, and then the loser of the video game had to like blow the other one. It was really like a dream come true.
And then you guys like ordered fast food or food afterwards?
We chilled. We got a couple beers. It was so fun.
Wow.
It was a blast.
Why didn't you do it again?
I moved.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like that was like a highlight then.
It
Something
was.
to remember.
Yeah, you can't have too good of a time.
Yeah.
The universe was like, you got to move out of here. This is too sweet.
What What kind of guys are you into?
This sounds like bad, but like I usually tend to date more masculine guys. I don't know what that means, but
Like bodybuilders?
yeah, like they gotta be strong enough to like handle this much weight. Like, I don't want to kill a guy, so no, usually like more masculine. People say that's like internalized homophobia if you don't like date someone who's flamboyant, but I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like a lot of guys at the gym are gay.
Yeah. There's a lot of
undercover gay guys at the gym.
Yes, and they all use the sauna at the Gold's Gym. It's like a.
You're the second person to call out Gold's Gym for gay guys.
Yeah. It's
I guess
big
that's where a
spot
lot of
there.
them go. And the sauna seems to be a real hot spot for ejaculations.
Which I don't necessarily get. Too wet.
Yeah, it's a little too steamy for me.
Well, also it's like, aren't you worried about like there's like probably 500 members at that gym.
Ew.
Someone's gonna walk in at some point
And catch you.
Yeah.
But did they care?
It doesn't seem like it. Seems like getting blown at the gym is too like integral to their business to to stop doing it. So Gold's Gym kind of like turns a blind eye.
I think so. I think that they are very well aware of what goes on in their saunas.
Yeah.
And they just decide not to clean them until the end of the night.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yikes. Whoever's going in there.
The cum intern.
Yeah, seriously. That's for
everyone had to do it.
It's like hazing the new guy.
Yeah.
If he can last or not.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about